A bad result for the CDU and for the SPD, but can Germany's coalition or grand coalition come back from this?
Well, it's certainly a very worrying sign, Bella. We're seeing Germany's governing parties, the Conservatives and Social Democrats, really fall out of favour across the country. And the Conservatives have now seen severe loss in support in two of their strongholds in a row in elections in Bavaria and now Hesse. And this is a really worrying sign for Angela Merkel. And the CDU leader in Hesse, Volker Bouffier, wasted no time yesterday evening after the results were in pointing the finger of blame quite squarely at the government in Berlin. He said that this was a sign that voters were getting fed up with the government in Berlin arguing rather than actually concentrating on political issues. Now, Bouffier is considered a very strong ally of Angela Merkel, and he's now been quite critical of her. Very worrying for Merkel at a time when she's consistently losing the backing of her own party, and she needs her own party to support her in order to be re-elected a leader of the CDU at a party conference in December. It is thought that if she is not re-elected head of the CDU in December, then her days as Chancellor could really be numbered. Of course, the Social Democrats also in government in Berlin. This is a party in existential crisis. Their leader, Andrea Nahles, last night saying things cannot go on as they are. They will now need to decide whether or not they file for divorce, so to speak, in the coalition government and decide to pull out of the government altogether.
And Jessica, we saw huge gains for the Greens, not only in Hesse last night, but also in Bavaria previously. Is that anything more than a protest vote?
Well, yes, just as the centrist parties in Germany are falling out of favour, the Greens are on an astronomic rise, and this was a party that was once a peripheral, bohemian, green movement that's very much becoming now part of the political establishment, and many think could become one of the big people's parties in Germany because of its recent success. Now, part of its recent success is partly protest voting. I've met many new Green voters who said they just couldn't face voting for Conservatives or Social Democrats and want to place their vote with the Green Party, which at least stands for something positive. But I think also environmental issues are very much becoming very important in Germany at the moment. The German government recently very heavily criticised for what was considered its poor handling of the diesel scandal, prioritising jobs in the auto industry rather than punishing the auto industry for cheating emissions tests. And also we've seen a scorching hot long summer in Germany, which is very unusual here and has cost the environment and farming communities billions of euros. And I think Germans are really beginning to realise that climate change and environmental issues are really very close to home, and this is another reason that they are choosing to vote for the Green Party.